So what's up, everybody? It's your brother Mighty Prophet 144K, man, back again with another video, man. As usual, giving y'all that good content. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. This is going to be a quick video, man. I haven't seen it on YouTube before, but I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown on why you should work on your car yourself. So DIY, do it yourself, or how to. This is why I make my videos. It saves me a ton of money instead of taking my car to the dealership. So I'm gonna give y'all the prices, breakdowns of the dealer, and what I do and what I would charge for the work myself. So let's get into the video, man. So what we're going to talk about today is the difference between the dealer and doing it yourself. So what is a flat rate? What is flat rate pay? This is what mechanics get paid. This is what mechanics charge us, the consumers. A flat rate, right? So flat rate pay is a payment based on each job that's completed. An employer or a manufacturer estimates the amount of time a job should take. So I'm gonna finish reading. The employer pays the technician a predetermined amount for that job based on the expected time. So this flat rate pay is based on the expected time to be done. Be mindful that the job might take, let's say, like I'm using, for example, my serpentine belt. It says it takes an hour to change the belt. And if you watch my previous video, literally it took me not even 5 minutes, not even 10 minutes. But this is just to edify y'all even more. So a flat rate, once again, is a payment based on each job's completion. An employer or manufacturer estimates the amount of time a job should take. The employer pays the technician a predetermined amount for that job. So it's already predetermined. So this is what most shops charge. When you go get your car done, whether it's at the dealership or wherever it might be, 9 times out of 10, really 10 times out of 10, they're going to charge you a flat rate. So this is what the flat rate is. So once again, typically most automotive businesses charge flat rate fees to customers for most jobs. A mechanic paid a flat rate gets a percentage of that flat rate fee. So the job might take 20 minutes to do, but they still charge you an hour's worth of the work. I'm just gonna leave it at that for right now. Let's go on to the next topic. So what is an hourly rate pay? Most companies don't do this, but what is an hourly rate pay? An advantage to an hourly rate pay is that an auto technician job can be unpredictable. Complex diagnosis can take extra time. Some jobs may be misestimated because unexpected issues pop up. If a job estimates to take 1 hour to complete ends up taking 3 hours, the technician on hourly rate will be fully compensated for all 3 hours of work. And this is something that shops will never really do, because most of the jobs that they do, like once again, I'm going to go back to my situation with the serpentine belt. They say it's an hour job for a flat rate, but it takes 10 minutes. So the hourly pay rate would be good for that type of job. It would definitely be good for that type of job. But 9 times out of 10, you don't want this because they can take their time. You can have a mechanic that's actually trying to take their time and get more money off of you. So you would rather get charged that flat rate fee. Both of the flat rate fee and the hourly rate, both of them aren't even good. So let that be known. Both of them are not good at all. I wouldn't choose none of them. The only one, well, I won't say I won't choose none of them, but the only one I would choose is a flat rate fee because they're charging you a flat rate. If you're not working on the car yourself, I would go with the flat rate fee. And if you're doing an hourly fee, the person who's working on your car, you better stand outside watching them because they're probably going to rack up the hours so they can get as much money as possible from you. Just saying. The flat rate fee is better in this category, in this scenario. So we're going to talk about the dealer versus your mechanic. In the Your Mechanic, I'm not talking about you yourself, but I'm talking about the actual website, Your Mechanic, the mechanics that do a little bit cheaper than the dealership. It's not a big difference, really, honestly. So, once again, we're talking about the serpentine belt replacement. So, Your Mechanic price, me, for my serpentine belt on my Dodge Charger for $144.17. $144.17 is what they quoted me for. And this is for an hour's worth of labor. This is a flat rate fee because, like I say, 10 times out of 10, you're not going to find a mechanic that's going to do an hourly rate. It's always going to be flat rate because they make the most money off the flat rate because they can do the job in 10 minutes and still get $100 from you, $144 from you. So, price breakdown, labor. The labor on the website, it says $100 for the labor, $101 for the labor. The part costs $39.75. And I will be mindful, I will mind y'all that Your Mechanic does get good parts. I used them before in the past. They do get quality parts. I'm not going to sit here and lie. They do get quality parts. So the part $39.75, that's a good part, I'm going to be honest. But you can go to AutoZone or O'Reilly, somewhere like that, and get the same part for a little bit cheaper. Just saying. The total comes out to be, once again, $144.17 with taxes included. So the dealer price is $149. When you get on the website, on the Dodge, at least on the Dodge website, for anything, the minimum price I seen for anything was $149. Other than the oil change. The oil change is like $80. No, oil change is about $80. But the dealer price is $149. That's a standard fee. General price for standard labor is so I couldn't give y'all a breakdown of it because this is their standard labor fee. They charge $149 off the rip. So you already know that's not a good deal. This is why I'm doing this video because you should not be taking your car to a dealership. We're in 2021 right now. Y'all should be working on y'all cars, man. So let's go to the next slide. You need to do the work yourself. DIY. Do it yourself. You need to do it yourself. So once again, the scenario is a serpentine belt replacement, what I just did on my car. I'm going to let y'all know, I'm going to start implementing this. Oh, hold on. So this is what I just did on my car, right? Tools for this job. This is without the dealership, no third party, whatever like that. Tools for this job. This is just for this job. You need a 3/8 drive ratchet, which is $10 on Amazon. And I'm using Amazon because some people don't like to go to the store or whatever it might be. So you can get it shipped to your house and do it yourself. You can find a 3/8 drive for a lot cheap, even cheaper than this. You can get a 3/8 drive for like $5, $6, $4, whatever it might be where you find it at. You might find it laying around the house somewhere. And a Gates serpentine belt. Gates is the brand, and it's a serpentine belt. It costs $24.99 at O'Reilly's. And the last thing is your personal time out of your life. That's all you need for this job. For any type of mechanic work, the time out of your own life. Labor costs, it costs me none because guess what? I'm just using my personal time out of my life to get the work done instead of taking it to somebody else who can possibly mess it up and cause other repairs down the line, wherever it might be. Estimate time, 5 to 20 minutes to do this. If you're not experienced, a reason I put this time, because if you're not experienced, it might take you 20 minutes to do it. If you're experienced like me, it'll take me about 5 minutes to do this. To remove the belt and put the new belt back on, about 5 minutes. Parts and labor, $34.98 just in parts and labor. Once again, the labor is free, so really that's just the parts. Total comes out to be $37. That's just an estimate. I didn't calculate the tax, but you might spend less than $37 with the tax. That's just an estimate of what you would be looking at if you did the work yourself. $37, right? So let's go to the next slide. Look at what you saved. You just saved yourself a lot of money if you did it yourself, right? So let's look at this. The dealer / your mechanic price is $149. The do-it-yourself price, no labor, no mechanic, no shop, is $37. Legitly $37. A 3/8 ratchet in the piece in the belt itself. That's literally all you just spent. And be mindful that when you buy that 3/8 drive, now you have an investment on you. You have an extra tool on you. So instead of having to pay a shop or whatever, or to keep getting tools, guess what you have always? You always want to have a 3/8 drive. Because now you invested in yourself. You saved $112 on all the work that you just saved $112 on everything that you did. You could have took that $112 and put it right back into the dealership's pockets. But no, that money went back to your pockets. So look at what you saved doing all this work yourself. And guess what? It only costs you. It's a little bit of time out of your personal life. So that Sunday morning that you ain't doing nothing, that y'all watching a football game, whatever it might be, you could have just went outside real quick. You could have drove to O'Reilly, drove to AutoZone, 5-10 minutes down the road, got the part, got the 3/8 drive, came back home, changed it out, watched a YouTube video on somebody else doing it, changing it out, mimic that, and put the belt on yourself, and you would have saved $112. That money could have went to you getting more food for your house, some whatever mods it might be for the car. You could have had one in an exhaust, new exhaust or a muffler. You could have spent that $112 on that muffler. Whatever you could have thought of in the world, you could have saved that $112. You could have put it to savings, general, and just save. Especially in the times we are in right now, you could have literally just put it into savings. $112 went to savings. So that's what you saved. That's what you could have saved if you just did it yourself. This is a very simple thing, man. This is what I always push, man. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. So hopefully y'all learned something with that video, man. I always push, do it yourself, man. I just saved myself $112. Literally $112 is doing it myself. So if you got the time, you got the money to get the tools or whatever it might be, go out and get it. Go to this auto store, get the stuff so you can do it yourself. You save yourself money instead of worrying about having all these mechanic bills, all these repairs that you got to do. When you can easily order the parts yourself, eBay, whatever you want to order them from, and get it done yourself. It's pretty simple. As simple as that. So that's one thing I always push with this channel, man. Do it yourself, man. A lot of people might hate me for it or wherever it might be. I might be taking mechanics jobs, and they're always gonna be a mechanic that has a job, because some people are not gonna do it. Some people just ain't good at it, but at least try your best at it. That's my main focus on it. At least try your best to do it instead of, because you might actually need to save $100. You might expect, once again, especially during the times we're in now, you might actually need to save some money. It's like, damn, well, let me go try to do it myself because I need this $112. So, once again, man, that's the end of the video, man. If you're new to the channel, go like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. Also, I can't stress this enough. When you go purchase those tools to work on your car, it's an investment. Straight up, it's an investment. So you always gonna have that 3/8 drive. You always gonna have that hammer. You always gonna have that flathead screwdriver. You always gonna have those tools with you because you're gonna need them. Especially, you should have these tools anyway. Especially if you pop a tire or something like that, or something occasionally might come while you're driving. You might need to pull on the side of the road, and you might need those tools. So it's a really good investment when you go out and be like, oh damn, I gotta go fix my radiator or something like that. Go invest in those tools. They're not expensive. You can get they make kits for a reason. They make sets of them. Like you might get a 3/8 drive with a set of 8 sockets or something. It might be a 1/2 or a 2/2 or a 10mm or a 5mm. Things like that, man. Hopefully y'all getting the point. But it's an investment. It's not just spending money and it's going, you know what I'm saying? with a pocket full of holes or something like that. But it's actually going somewhere. It's going in your garage. There's something you might need. Somebody else might need help. Or somebody need to borrow a tool or something like that. So that's one thing. That's why I push that. Start implementing these a lot in my videos. Anytime I do a repair or a mod, because even mods, like some people go to a shop to do their mods for like wraps and stuff like that. You can do it yourself. It just takes the patience and time out of your day. That's all it is. You got to sacrifice your time to do that type of stuff. If you want to do that, that's on you. If you got the, even if I had the money to do it, I'm still not taking my shit to the shop straight up, because that's just how I am. I'm not letting nobody else touch my car unless it's for me, unless I have no choice. Once again, that's the end of the video, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go like, subscribe to the channel.